We're doing it live. We're doing it live. We'll do it live. We'll do it live. We're doing it live. God, it's ridiculous. All right, so listen. Trump loyalist, I'm sorry, EPSTEiN loyalist Donald Trump. Donald Trump, the EPSTEiN loyalist, the Paedocrat Donald Trump must resign. Now, understand something. Who am I telling you this? Who am I telling you this? I'm the guy that was backing Trump since 2015 on the Daily Stormer before anybody else. When Alex Jones was still backing Rand Paul and saying that Donald Trump was a spoiler for the Republican Party to help get Hillary Clinton elected, that's what Alex Jones was saying, remember? Do you even remember that? I do, because I was there. Okay, when Alex Jones was saying, let's back Rand Paul, I was saying, let's back Donald Trump. What am I saying today? Donald Trump must resign. We don't need Donald Trump. You don't need Donald Trump. You do not need Donald Trump. Donald Trump is a liability. Donald Trump is a pedocrat. Donald Trump is blackmailed by a group of Jewish Zionist weirdos, perverts, pedophiles. He's a pedocrat. He's a pedocrat. You don't need Donald Trump. So let's just get Vance in there and be done with it. Let's be done with Donald Trump. Donald Trump must resign. Donald Trump must be disgraced, publicly disgraced. He must resign. He must be disgraced. You need to cut off all of his, as far as I'm concerned, we got to get JD Vance, who I don't know anything about JD Vance. Okay, look, it doesn't matter. At this point, it doesn't matter. What matters is, the only thing that matters right now is that Donald Trump must resign. We don't need Donald Trump to enforce the border and deport all the illegal aliens. We don't need Donald Trump for that. And he's probably not even going to really do that anyway. He's already talking about amnesty. So I'm a supporter of the Church of America, and we at the Church of America decide who can and who can't be in power in Washington, D.C., or anywhere in the United States of America, or in Europe for that matter, since we control Europe. So as of today, the Church of America has declared that Donald Trump must resign, and JD Vance is the vice president, so let's give him a chance to get in there and see what he can do. I'm sure he'll just continue Donald Trump's policies. He seems like a normal person. He's not blackmailed by these weirdos, as far as I can tell. So let's get JD Vance in there. Now, if you disagree with me, and you're like, we got to stay with Trump. Look, you're going to lose the midterms. You're going to lose the midterms. You're already going to lose the midterms. People hate Donald Trump right now. Donald Trump is the most hated person in the world right now, not just in America, in the entire world. Everybody should hate Donald Trump because he sided with the pedocrats. He sided with the Epstein network. Look, when everyone was taking the shots, I told you I'm not with them. I'm not with those people. We're not in anything together. I'm with the Church of America, which means I'm with the founding fathers and the line of philosophers that go through Origen, the Christian philosopher Origen, and Philo-Judaeus, back to Athens. So that's the line through the Enlightenment age philosophers back into Athens, back to Origen, who was in Origen was in Egypt, Alexandria, Egypt, in around 280 BC, and Philo-Judaeus before him in around the time of Christ. Lead back to Athens. So that's the Church of America. We are the Enlightenment Church. We're the church that started the whole thing. And it all goes back to Athens in 500 to 600, 500 BC. That's where all this started. That's where all this intellect that rules over mankind came from. It came from the European race in Athens, the white race in Athens. Nobody else. Nobody else. Okay? So Donald Trump must resign. Donald Trump must resign. We can have JD Vance in there. JD Vance, because otherwise you're going to lose the midterms. You're going to lose the midterms. As of right now, you're going to lose the midterms. The midterms will go to the Democrats, right? As of right now. Okay? As of right now, the midterms will go to the Democrats. you're going to lose the midterms with Donald Trump, because Donald Trump is a pedocrat. And what I can tell, what I can see that they've done is that they've tried to say that, hey, the pedocrats told Donald Trump, hey, bro, just go with our plan and you can be the president, and then you're going to help bring in you're just going to continue the same bullshit that we've been doing the whole time. That's not why we voted for Donald Trump. Donald Trump's a scumbag. Donald Trump is a con man. Donald Trump is literally dog shit. He's dog shit. Donald Trump is fucking dog shit, okay? And we don't need him because we have standards. We love Christ, the light, the logos of Athens. See, that's what we love. And we don't love dog shit. We don't need dog shit because we are not dog shit. You see, you and I aren't pieces of shit, so we don't need Donald Trump because we're not pieces of shit. The only people that need Donald Trump right now are literal pieces of dog shit. That's who needs Donald Trump. The Zionist fucking pieces of shit, like Dennis Prager and Ben Shapiro and R.E. Melber, all these weirdos that are associated with this Epstein pedophile network. They need Donald Trump. Lindsey Graham needs Donald Trump. We don't. We're the Americans, right? We are the Americans. We don't need Donald Trump. We don't need him. And we don't need Donald Trump. We don't need Washington, D.C. We don't need the Democrat Party. We don't need the Republican Party. We are the Church of America, and so we determine who can and can't be the president. We determine who is and who is not an American. Okay, if you're a pedophile and you work for a Zionist pedophile blackmail thing, you're not an American. You can't be the president. Sorry, bye, goodbye, goodbye. You're not one of us. Fuck off, right? Just go fuck off, okay? I'm sorry, I'm using a lot of bad language here. I'm using a lot of bad language, and I don't know how I should feel about that. You know, I've been watching a lot of Sopranos episodes, but I've been watching a lot of episodes of The Sopranos, actually. I have. Listen, you and I don't need Donald Trump for anything. We never did. The only thing that we need is the Logos. The Logos is our guide. The Logos is our God. The Logos is God. The Logos is God. The Word of God is God. What the fuck do you need Donald Trump for? You don't. Sorry for the bad language. You don't need Donald Trump, right? And as far as who's going to represent us, who's going to represent the Americans, not some piece of shit blackmailed pedocrat, fucking pedophile. Sorry, I have standards because I'm an American and I worship the light. I worship the Logos. You see, I worship the Word of God. So I don't need a pedophile representing me. Fuck you. Okay? I'm sorry, but I'm pissed. You see, there's no limit to how much I can hate a pedophile. Okay? Somebody who willingly and knowingly abuses children. Okay? There's no limit to my hatred of that. There's no limit to my hatred of what these people have done to America and Europe and South Africa and Rhodesia and Australia and Canada and London and Ireland and Germany and France and all the rest of Europe. There's no limit to how much I hate them. So what do I need fucking Donald Trump for? Fuck that piece of shit. Seriously, fuck that piece of shit, Donald Trump. I'm sorry for all the bad language. That's how this video is going to be. It's just going to have to be this way. I don't know how else to do. This is like if you're in, I don't know what this is. This is like, listen, I don't know what to tell you. Look, all I can tell you is it's time to stop supporting pedophiles. Can I tell you that? It's time to stop being nice to people. It's time to stop being tolerant. Okay? It's time to stop tolerating garbage. Okay, do you want to live in a toilet? Then tolerate garbage. And then you can just live in a toilet with Donald Trump. Okay? If you want to live in a toilet with Donald Trump, then tolerate shit. Okay? I'm not going to. Donald Trump forced a bunch of shots on everybody that killed millions of Americans. People I know are dead because of Donald Trump. Okay? People that I know and liked are dead because of Donald Trump. and his warp speed shots. What a fucking piece of shit. What a fucking piece of shit Donald Trump is. Sorry for the bad language. I mean, I guess, is this like being in the military? This video is not for kids, by the way. When I made the video, they go, is this video for children? No, it's not. It's not. And nobody, not everyone wants to listen to these bad words. I know. I shouldn't do it. I just don't know. Look, we can't tolerate this anymore. Donald Trump has to go. Let's get JD Vance in there. Okay. Let's give him a chance. I think he's better than Donald Trump. You know why? Because he hasn't been blackmailed. He hasn't been blackmailed by these people. So they don't have a lot of leverage over him. And he probably will make stupid mistakes too, or whatever. But Donald Trump made a conscious decision to side with the Donald Trump made a conscious decision to side with the Alan Dershowitz, Epstein, blackmail, pervert, pedophile network. He made a conscious decision to do that because he's in the files, because he is being blackmailed. Donald Trump is the worst president. He's worse than Obama. He's as bad or worse than Obama. He's as bad or worse than Joe Biden. He's as bad or worse than Kamala Harris. You know, if Kamala Harris was in there, maybe it'd be better. Maybe then nobody would listen to anything that came out of Washington, D.C. But here's the thing. I don't even necessarily want to destroy all of Western civilization by bringing Donald Trump. That's why I'm saying put J.D. Vance in there, okay? Just put J.D. Vance. Donald Trump needs to resign. So here's what we should do. We need activism. Maybe I'm not real good at organizing activism, but I mean, I would. I've gone to lots of events. You know, I went to a big protest in Huntington Beach. I was part of the 9/11 Truth Movement. We did all kinds of activism, and I would always show up and participate in it. So we need activism to get Donald Trump. Just has to go. He has to go. He has to go. No more Donald Trump. Donald Trump must be completely what do you call it? He has to resign. He has to be humiliated. Look, at this point, because of his conscious decision to side with pedocrats, to side against Americans, that's what he's done. He's made a conscious decision to side against Americans with the pedocrats, the Epstein pedocrats. He must be humiliated. Donald Trump must be humiliated. Donald Trump must be humiliated. He must resign in humiliation and let J.D. Vance be in there. Donald Trump must resign. Donald Trump must resign. He must. Do not tolerate one more second of Donald Trump being in office. Get him out. Get him out. And get him out and humiliate him. Humiliate him and anyone associated with him. His own family members, like Don Jr., should come out against him and speak out against him publicly. That's the kind of humiliation that Donald Trump deserves. If Don Jr. wants to have any future in politics, he needs to come out against his father, which he's not going to do. Can't blame him. It's his father. Well, then you need to go too, Don Jr. You both need to just go quietly into the night and just go away and just go away. Just go away. We don't need you. We're the Americans. You're not one of us. You're not one of us. You're not one of us.